matchup we have for you. Part of what makes this the best sport in the world, a rivalry game. A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Tigers ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will go to work first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Pocket breaking down. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The give to the left. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Might be changing the route. Looking to pass. It's Glenn. Bringing the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So Clemson's offense will take the field for the first time. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the the portal or not, he decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. On target. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Tigers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll ride Davis here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battle.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover 1 man coverage. Just him and the wideout, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out. And that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse? And do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
It's such an advantage for a defense when you can add to your pass rush by blitzing guys, but especially when you've got a middle linebacker like that can collapse and push the pocket into the lap of the quarterback.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Hines is way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. And the Seminoles have their offense in high gear. Play action on first down. He spins that thing down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Final play of the quarter coming. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a man, it's Glenn. Oh, they're after him. Catch and stride inside the 15. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
It's been a nice drive by this offense so far, and now his quarterback is faced with a critical third down in the red zone, trailing by a couple of possessions. If they're able to capitalize here, get this first down, score a touchdown on this drive, this game takes on a
touchdown Seminoles. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Catches it at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking to throw, it's Glenn. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, 1st down. The give to Davis. Oh, gives him the tough, stiff arm.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle, it's Davis. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And how good is it for a quarterback to have a running back he not only can just dump it off to, but can actually be dangerous as a receiver?
Agreed, Reese. It's not just check downs or screens or swing routes or flat routes. This guy can get vertical. And he can all of a sudden start stressing defenses in the 2nd level. What a weapon it is to have this guy in your backfield.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with the field goal, we're tied here in the 2nd quarter. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Michigan State has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Sparty's run out, but this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside Spartan Stadium. They're up by 4 over Oregon.
Still running at the 40.
We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Gonna take a shot. He's got it at the 20. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Got his man quickly.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll run it from the gun. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And the offense continues to run the football. A 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. To the air, it's Glenn. That's reeled in, it's McCoy. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Makes the grab. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Lost a throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Offense changing the play. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Working that left side. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Finds his tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. Know it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know
the sneak scores it.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And he tacks on the extra point. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Pierre. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
To the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Haynes. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Bounce pass on the jet sweep. Finding an escape route. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. They go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Noles are marching down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Austin. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Looking for a man. It's Glenn. Going for 6. Touchdown, Noles! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll return it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense went to battle up front. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Haynes.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Caught over the middle. It's Brown. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Fires to the big fella. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the option. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll send out the kicker here. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the second time today, this one from 34 yards out. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Handoff from the gun. Runs through the tackle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Sends it back in motion. He's in open space downfield. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Here's the handoff. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the 4th quarter with the lead, Very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that.
Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. So now it's second and long. Motion from the back. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Haynes. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Seminoles with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. Plows through the defense. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Leaves it with the back.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Quickly out to the tight end.
I think sometimes offensively you've got to have a bit more awareness of where you are in the field. You've got to feel yourself getting close to the boundary, and you've got to settle down. That guy looked like he was a little bit out of control, and as a result, that throw took him out of bounds for no gain.
They get to him as he throws. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Davidson. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Wants to throw again. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Clemson set up with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got it. Turning it on. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, Tigers! They move on top here in the 4th.
Critical juncture of the game late, and you're trying to find your best one-on-one matchup to take advantage of. Of course, it's the tight end. With his size, his wingspan, and his athleticism, really good decision by the quarterback at a crucial juncture in this game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He's run out of bounds at the 41, and he was so close to breaking that return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Makes the catch. It's Gibson.
Well, they don't pick up the 1st down there, but in this 2-minute situation, they need their quarterback to be decisive, to be accurate, and make really good decisions, and we'll see what he's able to do as they inch closer and closer towards the goal line.
Got enough for the 1st. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now is not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Dropping back, it's Glenn. Here's a heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Working that left side now. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've gotten the 1st down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead with the run on 1st and goal.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. They'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Florida State! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, at this point of the game, the defense now is substituting their personnel. They've got their dime package in the game. There's a lot of DBs out there. They know this offense is going to have to throw the football to climb back in this game.
He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Under fire. Wiggles free. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Pulls it in on the right. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of the season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got to go.